Nope. It's better. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. No. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a video. This video is going to be about Gencon 2025. What we do. Welcome to our Gencon 2025 video. Yes, I know it is 2026. I'm sorry, I'm slow. Okay, so in this video, we're going to share with you a little bit of the history about Gencon. We're going to also talk about the things we like to do and see, some of the games we like to play, and also some helpful tips and tricks for your future Gencon. I hope that was good. Okay, take it away, LB.
Gencon was founded in 1968 and has since become the largest tabletop gaming convention in all of North America. This event was founded by Gary Gygax himself, but was acquired by Wizards of the Coast in 1997. It moved around a bit, but has been held in Indianapolis, Indiana since 2003, where in 2024, attendance was roughly 71,000 people. It draws attendees from all over the world to Indianapolis for this 4-day event. This event spans the whole of the Indiana Convention Center, Lucas Oil Stadium, and the surrounding hotels. Restaurants and bars around the event have themed menus and specials just for gamers attending. This event generates more than $82 million to Indianapolis, and they even spent $275 million to expand the convention center, in large part for Gencon, so it's a very big event for the area and everyone involved.
I'm getting B-roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue on with your B-roll.
In the massive exhibit hall, vendors set up booths. There are a lot of known IPs there, but smaller, lesser-known publication companies can get eyes on their products in this massive place. It also is a great place for game designers to test out their products or show them off. You can find dice of all kinds, cards from every card game imaginable, art, clothing, plushies, LARP equipment, wigs, candles, books, standees, minis, figurines, puzzles, accessories, and so much more. Honestly, if you want something, you can definitely find it there.
Oh, look, it's Torvik. Hi, Torvik.
There are live TTRPG shows going on almost constantly. True Dungeon events all weekend, live demonstrations, lectures, panels about everything and anything, cosplay events, and tons more. We'll get into some of our favorite stuff later on, and I know it can sound intimidating, but don't worry, we'll give you some tips and tricks to help you if you're considering attending. Gencon also gives back to the community, and this year they were able to partner with Women for Change, a local nonprofit dedicated to increasing positive outcomes for women and girls in health, wellness, economic mobility, and personal safety and security. They also partnered with the Brown Toy Box Foundation, a national charity who focuses on creating the next generation of Black innovators, leaders, artists, one scholar at a time. Last year, they raised nearly $40,000 in donations. They hold a charity auction with items donated by exhibitors as well as individuals, and a collectives auction for rare coveted items. Finally, they host a blood drive through the American Red Cross and the Halen Society. I've put together a list of things that we've picked up over the years to make your Gen Con more fun and to minimize stress. First of all, you need to figure out where you're staying. There is a housing block where in February you can try to snag reservations, but the hotels around the convention center book out fast, so get there as soon as you can. But if you end up further away from the convention center, it's not the worst thing in the world. Parking can be tough and can get very expensive very quickly, so utilize Uber and Lyft or whatever sort of service you want when you're in town. Just make sure you have the budget for that when you're going into this. Our place last year was about 15 minutes away and averaged about $13 each way. Badge registration opens in early February, so if you have not started signing up for that, it's time. It sells out really fast, so make sure you get there early. Make sure you mail your badge to yourself. The line for badge pickup gets really long, and though they do have many people working, and usually it's pretty efficient, it can make the situation very draining, and sitting in line for so long gets very stressful. You'll also want to get your events sorted out when they go on sale, usually late May. For most events, you'll have to go online to the Gencon website to buy tickets for them. Some are free, most cost a little bit of money, and they will sell out long before the convention starts. You can have these mailed to you so you don't have to wait in line, but the cutoff for the ship to me option is early June, so do your best to have that in way before that. This brings us to our tips for your trip. Set your schedule. Take a long look at the events you want to attend and make sure everything fits nicely into your weekend. For the most part, getting from one event to another won't take too long, but be aware that you might have some walking time between them. Don't worry if you feel like you have too much downtime. Hall H sells generic tickets for games that are happening there, so you can roll up to some of the systems and give them a try. So, Free League...
There's no Hasbro. No.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Everybody totally understood you. Every word that you said.
So now that you've made it to Gen Con itself, you need to make sure you're taking care of yourself at the convention. Please, take care of yourself. There's no restriction on food or drinks in the hall, so make sure you're packing yourself plenty of snacks, bring a bottle of water that you can fill up. Hydration is important, you thirsty bitch. So keep up on it so you don't find yourself losing steam halfway throughout the day. On the flip side of that, make sure you make notes of where the bathrooms are. In the big hall, they can only be found on the outside walls, so make sure you keep track of them. There are spots to pick up food in the halls, but it's usually things like soft pretzels, nachos, maybe a slice of pizza, depending on the booth. Utilize the restaurants outside of the convention to get more substantial food. Also, you're going to be using up a lot of energy, so if you're a person who likes caffeine, make sure you stock up on your energy drink of choice, unless you want to make the trek back to the Marriott for Starbucks. Final tip, for those of you who are going to be going about the exhibition hall, there are almost 3,000 booths in the main hall, and it can be quite overwhelming. But don't worry, it helps to break things up over the days. I like to do it in sections with taking breaks in between. The artist section is usually a bit quieter, so if you feel you need a break from the aisles, head there. The only other advice I give is to try to hit things early and plan out what you want to get as you go. There's a lot of cool loot to pick up, and if you spend your budget on the first few things you see, you're going to be upset when you get further down. The hall can get packed, so make sure you're moving with a purpose, and for the love of God, do not stop in the middle of the aisle. Be aware of your surroundings, people.
Listen, I don't know what happened. I kept pushing record and putting my phone in my pocket. So now you get to enjoy this wonderful time lapse of the exhibition hall. Yeah, I seriously don't know why I kept doing that. I had like 20 minutes of this footage. Now on to some stuff that we like to do when we're at Gen Con. We're kind of creatures of habit, so we've done the same things pretty much every time we've been there. This is the Start Playing Party. Oh, look, it's me! Hi, me! Start Playing is the largest online platform for players to find tabletop role-playing games and professional GMs for any game system and any virtual tabletop. Start Playing was founded by Devin Julik. Devin likes to throw these parties to show his appreciation to everyone, and they're always a good time. You get to meet a lot of fun people there, and this year, we saw Matt Mercer. Matt Mercer! One thing we always like to hit is the himbos. We don't like to hit himbos. We like to go see the himbo show. You know what I mean. It's a great time. It's super fun. The cast is amazing. I definitely recommend checking it out. Also, another thing we like to do is see what games our friends are playing in. We have a lot of friends out there in the TTRGP space. We have a lot of friends out there in the role-playing space, but we like to check out their shows and see what they're doing. And then we always hit up the Horrified playthroughs that they have. We've gone every single convention that they've had them, that's including PAX and Gen Con, and then usually we play that about 3 more times. This year we taught a couple of our friends how to play Horrified, and one was instantly hooked. There's also the Cosplay Parade. That is a big event where they parade everybody who's dressed up all around the convention center. And there's so many different fandoms there. You should definitely check it out.
They also have a giant balloon structure that's built every year, and its destruction is also auctioned off. Cardhalla is also very cool. It's a weekend-long event where people can come and build a card city, and at the end of the convention, someone gets to knock it down by throwing coins at it or stomping through it like Godzilla.
This year, LB bought the Dead by Daylight board game, which we attempted to learn in only like 30 minutes, and it was very fun. We also like to try and play new games that are coming out. This one is Camp Grizzly. It was out on a, what is the word that I want? Kickstarter. It's very fun. It is a game that you work together to try and find out who is killing the camp counselors. No, not killing the camp counselors. We're trying not to get killed by the killer. Silly me, I forgot. And that was something that was really cool to do. There's also True Dungeon, which is where you can always find the wonderful Ted. What is True Dungeon? Well, let me tell you. True Dungeon is an immersive live-action walkthrough adventure experience that combines elements of escape rooms, haunted houses, and Dungeons and Dragons. It's primarily at Gencon. And this year we hit up a burlesque show. We had some friends in the show. It was really cool. It was all a horror themed, you know, so it was a very unique burlesque show, and we had a lot of fun there. I think the star of that show was Gandalf the Pink. I mean, besides Hell in a Handbasket. Dancing to Pink Pony Club, as you will see here.
You're welcome.
I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Dancing down in West Hollywood.
And don't forget to check out Pinball Alley. Can't miss it. It's flashing and there's a lot of bright lights, but you can get a card from the booth to tap to play, or you can just use quarters. But that will lead you to the Lucas Oil Stadium, which is something that is just a sight to behold. You can look out into the bowl of the stadium. Bowl? Is that the right term? I am unsure. But if you look down into the bowl of the stadium, you'll see many, many, many a game being played down there. I mean, just look at this. There is also a ton of people who play Magic the Gathering. I know, crazy. There's a huge section in the exhibit hall just for playing Magic. Unfortunately, I don't have any videos of that, otherwise I would insert them here, but just trust me, it's huge. In conclusion, I hope that you enjoyed this video and this new format that I'm trying. We'll see how we like it. As always, we enjoyed our Gen Con 2025. It is always wonderful to see all of our friends in person again after not seeing them for almost a year. I hope that you take these tips and these tricks to heart and you have a wonderful, wonderful Gen Con 2026. Thank you all for watching. I'm Ren. Bye.
I don't know anything that's pink, so this is what you're gonna get.
A great way to try them out. I hated that sentence. Don't put that in.
Oh wait, I have a hat. Hold on.
But there's tokens.
The tips.
Pink Pony Club, Pink Pony Club. You're welcome.